I'm a new recent listener. I think you are fucking amazing. I wish there were more people like you. I just think I try and catch listening to your station whenever I get a chance. I just think you're straight up. I love the way you just say it like it is. It's fucking amazing. Too bad there are not more guys like you.
I like what you do because not only are you helping these gentlemen, you're also helping us. Because as a woman, I don't want a wimpy guy that I can walk all over. And believe me, I have a million of those guys chasing after me, and they completely turn me off. Women like a strong man. Women like a confident man. They like men that have a life, and they like men that don't drop everything, just because she snaps her fingers.
Have more respect for men that are like you three that keep the shit 1,000 than these motherfuckers that are thirsty and come at right. But it's more of the game, the storylines, the lies. If I had a man that kept shit 1,000 with me and I know he's 100% real, yeah, we're fucking every day if it's by my choice. But motherfuckers out there don't know how to keep shit real, and they think they about real, and they not. They think they know how to fuck, and they don't.
The Man Mindset Show celebrates the strength, wisdom, insight, and purpose men carry throughout their life and throughout this world. Our purpose is to develop strong character, communication skills, and teach a secret system of power, hidden knowledge that will lead you through your own personal development and growth. You will learn new information to help you develop a proactive direction and goals, and also how to control sexual thoughts and outcomes. Most importantly, you will gain the ability to produce desired results in any endeavor undertaken, ultimately leading to a realization of your own purpose and mission in life. Learn how to reinvent yourself and to see the world with a new set of eyes without any self-sabotage or excuses. It's game time!
All right, man, we are here, man. Let's do it. Let's eat it up. www.themanmindset.com. It's your boy, the motherfucking Dean. I apologize for that 30-minute delay, man. I apologize. Had a few things that I kind of fucked up on, but we good to go. Guys, y'all want to call in, get your crayons out. Call in at 515-605-9373. 515-605-9373, and we're going to be talking about the hottest weekend that is coming up, guys. Now, like I told you before, and I will tell you guys again, that, man, dog, let me tell you, guys, if you can't pull a woman on the week of Valentine's Day, you need to get out of the game. Now, we always told you guys Halloween was a big day. Now, Halloween, you had to do a little bit of work. We gave you the costumes. We showed you how to pull women because we told you Halloween was the time where women truly show how slutty and nasty they are. Okay, that's Halloween. But now we're talking about Valentine's Day. Guys, let me tell you and break this down to you. And we're going to be talking about next week. I'm going to be looking up places for you guys. That's how we're going to do that. Guys, let me tell you something. The week before Valentine's Day, they're going to be dropping in your area, no matter where you at in the world, they are going to have this thing called single events. And the best thing about this, guys, is that you don't have to worry about wondering if this woman is single or not. Now, don't get me wrong. I would say there's going to be 1% of the women that are not single going to this thing because they're going to be dragged along to go to these things, okay? So you have a 1% chance of meeting a woman who's in a relationship. But, guys, this is the Mecca weekend coming up. the weekend before Valentine's Day. Because all the women who are lonely, needy, and desperate are going to cattle drive themselves to these events hoping they find somebody that can be their quote-unquote Valentine. Guys, y'all got any questions y'all want to call in? The number is 515-605-9373. Press 1 if you have a question, but I'm going to keep rolling with this. Guys, I learned from my mentor a long time ago that, you know what, the thing with women is that they know Valentine's Day is the day they want to feel special. They want to feel important. Oh, shit, just when I was going to get into it, we got a phone call, and I love it. All right, guys, like I said, y'all want to call in, y'all call in. You know I answer your phone calls first. So let's bring the first caller in. Let's do it.
Hey, you guys! Cut that bitch off.
Area code 347. What's your name, sir, and where you calling from? Area code 347. Last time. I got to keep going. What's your name, where you calling from, sir? We can't hear you. What's up? All right, we move on. Okay, I apologize. Hey, they don't call in. We move the fuck on. Anyway, guys, what I wanted to say to you guys that's very important. God damn it. All right, man. Let me bring the next caller and shit. Now y'all want to talk. Shit.
Cut that bitch off.
Area code 662. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Dean? This is Ward calling out of Mississippi.
Yo, what's good? What's good over there in Mississippi? What's up? What's your question, man? What you got, bro?
Man, ain't shit going on. I want to ask you a question about your class. When are you going to get into the lover and put out some poetry class?
I'm glad you said that. Okay, now what's happening is I just got done doing 3 hours of the King. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start getting y'all prepared for the erotic poetry and stuff like that. So I'm going to start that I'm going to start that tomorrow, okay?
Okay,
so I'm gonna start laying tracks out for that tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I got one more thing to say. You know, man, this is a big week coming up, and if the guys ain't go to the event, still, man, you need to go to the movies because they got 50 Shades Darker coming out, and that's what women gonna be.
Oh yeah, wait, that is coming out. Wait a second, damn, you right, man. I'm slipping. Hold up, dog. You right. Hold on, let me look that shit up. I think that shit is coming this weekend. Wait, let me see. 50 Shades. What is it called? 50 Shades of what? 50 Shades Darker, right? Oh, yeah. Man, guys, hold up. When is this day? Oh, man. Guys. Oh, man. Oh, I'm just saying. Guys, thank you, 662. Guys. Before you even do Valentine's Day, guys, make it your business. Opening February 10th. 50 Shades Darker. Make it your business to look that up and make sure you go to that theater. Go to that movie. 662, you are absolutely right, dog. I forgot that shit is dropping around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Guys, let me explain something to you guys. And 662, you stay right there. I love this. I'm going to help you out with it. Guys, let me explain something to you. Now, one thing I always talk to you guys about are water holes. Before I even talk about Valentine's Day, we got to talk about this real quick, because this is just as important. We always talk about water holes and places for you to go, okay? Now, let me explain how a water hole works, okay, because I always take things back to nature. Now, lions don't necessarily hunt, okay? What they do, what most predators do, is they hang out by the water hole because they know animals need to drink. So technically they're coming to them. Now, we have done this before. We've done this with Harry Potter. We've done this with Twilight. We've done this with the Hunger Games. We've done this with 50 Shades of Grey, the very first one we've done this for. And I'm glad you told me, 662. Thank you, man. Damn, I'm slipping on this shit. Guys, let me tell you about this. There are certain kind of movies that women are going to go see, okay? Very important. Box office movies that women are going to see. Matter of fact, 662, do you have a question? I got to pull up something to show these guys. Do you have a question while I'm pulling up the info?
No, man, that's all I want to ask you.
Okay, 50 Shades of Grey, box. All right. guys, let me explain 50 Shades of Grey to some of you guys who don't even understand what I'm talking about, okay? Now, let me see. Let me pull up the stats on this. Okay. Domestic, okay? 50 Shades of Grey, okay? The movie, okay? It grossed $166,167,230. Worldwide, it grossed $571 million. Opening weekend, it grossed $85,171,450. It was released, and let's see, it released in 3,655 theaters. And the reason I'm giving you these numbers, guys, is because these are why we tell you guys to go to movies like this. This is the movie that you need to go to because this is a movie that women love because it's showing a dominant man dominating a woman. Women love that. They read these books like mommy porn. We have told you this, guys, several times, and I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on this, guys. And 662, I'll put you back in the queue. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. But what I'm saying to you guys, do not sleep on this movie. I'm sure that for a lot of you guys, y'all like, why do I need to go see this cake-ass shit? Look, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, fuck the movie. Fuck the movie. I don't care about the movie. The thing is that women love this movie. This is a huge, just as big as Magic Mike. This is very huge, guys. And let me break some of this down because we're gonna talk about the Valentine's Day, but I gotta break this down, man. Let's see here. Let me see here. Let me explain 50 Shades of Grey for some of you guys who don't even understand or cannot comprehend why you think you shouldn't go see this. Now, back in 2012, they said this is one of the best-selling books of all time. This is a book that became the best-selling book in Britain, surpassing Harry Potter, guys. 5.3 million copies sold. 5.3 million. 3.8 million physical books and 1.5 million e-books. Guys, what I'm trying to tell you is that I always tell you guys all the time, women were going to play this role like they don't want a dominant man. They don't want someone to tell them what's up. Now, again, guys, and I'm talking about your warrior. Now, if you have conversation classes, you're going to understand that I always tell you your warrior hunts. But sometimes you don't want to use your warrior because your warrior is a very dominant man. Very dominant. And what I mean by very dominant is your warrior that each and every one of you have. Your warrior bypasses the dates, bypasses the drinks, bypasses the dinners, and he is like, let's fuck. That's what your warrior does. But what I tell you guys when you learn about your warrior, that if you're not prepared to come that strong, you have different cells that you learn in your conversation classes, and you also learn about, different types of lovers that you have and things like that when you go meet women. But what I'm telling you is this. 50 Shades of Grey connects to the warrior that you have. That's why women love that book so much. Guys, if y'all want to call in, the number is 515-615-93, excuse me, let me make sure, 9373. That is 515-605-9373. I'm glad the caller, Mississippi, let me know that this book the movie's coming out, guys, and guys, this is a double whammy for you. Guys, the sun, the moon, and the stars have lined up. Let me explain something to you guys. The thing about 50 Shades of Grey, okay, all right, is that women love to be dominated in a certain way, especially when it comes to the bedroom, okay? A lot of women are not going to tell you that information or give that information out to you. But there are reasons why women are obsessed with this thing. Because the thing is, and this is so great about being a man, guys. This is so great about what we teach you guys. Because women read about guys that they fantasize meeting in real life but never do. And they have never met a real life guy who possesses all of the Christian Grey, I guess that motherfucker's name, and most guys don't have that, okay? And what he does is so great that we pull things out of women that no other guy can do. And that's what makes us great. We create sexual tension, which he does as well. Create sexual tension. And the beautiful thing about it, it's what is called book porn. It's because it gives women a sexual escape. Just like women love to masturbate, women love watching porn. Well, this book gives women the opportunity, the book did, give the opportunity for women to play with themselves and to get off. It gave them a visual. But not only that, once the movie came out, they wanted to see what they were reading about on screen. Because they don't get this at home. They don't have this in their relationships, and that's what they're looking for. And this is your opportunity to do something about it. This is your opportunity to go and talk to these women. This is your opportunity to go to that movie, watch it, and start talking. These women are not only going to watch this movie, they're going to go home and play with that pussy. They gonna go try to find some dick after watching this movie, and this is a hotbed for you guys. Again, y'all don't have to believe me, but trust me, guys, if you don't believe me, on the 10th of February, what I want you to do is just go by the movie theater and look at the long line of women waiting to go see Christian Grey. Waiting to go see that. Matter of fact, before we even get into the Valentine's Day, I want to do one more thing because I always love to do this stuff. Let me see here. Women camping out. Let me see here. 50 Shades. All right, let's see if we got it. Let's see here. Let me see if it's happening right here. Let me see here. No, I can't find any details. I guess they're not. But, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to break a lot of box office records. I'm telling you, make it your business to go there and make it your business to hang out with these women. Have your business cards ready because this is going to be a very good weekend for you guys because not only do you have the 50 Shades Darker, but also you have Valentine's Day. Now, and I'll get back to that right now. I just get excited when there are movies like this where women are going to dress up like, they're going to meet the motherfucker on the screen. So what I'm saying for you guys, I know some of you guys are new to this and y'all are not understanding where I'm coming from, but trust me, if you go see 50 Shades of Grey opening night, you have your game together, your cards and all this other stuff, and you show that woman a taste of what she saw in that movie theater, a dominant man, I guarantee you are going to be able to clean up. But even past the 50 Shades of Grey where you have, guys, even beyond 50 Shades of Grey, what I'm about to talk to you about is guys, this is going to be the easiest night of the easiest weekend to get women that you'll ever have this whole year. Once every year, guys, once every year, excuse me, not once, one weekend every year. Every year, one weekend, all the cattle, the deer, the elk, you name it, all the all the prey, the zebras, they all, the deer, all of them, they all get together for 1 week to try to scrape up and find a Valentine so they don't feel like shit on the 14th. Guys, hear me out. Please hear me out. This weekend that is coming up is going to be the greatest weekend for all you guys. And it is going to kick off the Tuesday the 7th. Next Tuesday, it kicks off on the 7th. You will have 7 days, guys, 7 days, and I'm going to tell you this. The 9th, the 10th, the 11th, and the 14th are going to be the hottest days that you can do this, guys. See, the thing that we used to do that was so great, we knew this day was coming. So we would prepare ourselves. We knew that this was a time to get the easiest ass ever because we knew a lot of these women are needy and desperate. This is not like your club where you have to really do work. No, guys. This is the weekend. You don't have to do any work. You just got to show up. You just have to show up. Let me explain how this works, okay? When you get in that, when you go into an event, okay, let me explain. When you go into an event, first off, it's going to be a singles event, which means these women are single. There's probably going to be 1% that's not, and those are the women that are coming with their friends so they don't go by themselves. But the majority of these women are going to be single, number one, okay? Number two, they're going to be very desperate. Every woman wants to have a Valentine on the 14th because a lot of women don't feel special if they don't. So they up their ante. They're a little more desperate. They're a little more needy. They're very impatient. But let me explain to you guys why you are going to benefit. See, the reason you're going to benefit is the same reason we teach you about these fucking cookie cutters. Guys, these guys are going to show up, and that's all they're going to do. All they're going to do, they're going to act like it's 1950, and they're going to sit on the wall and stare at these women and not even try to mix a meal. Guys, this is just too easy for you guys. I would tell you don't even do it. It's so easy. Guys, let me tell you how we used to do it. Now, for me, you know me, I used to be the karaoke extraordinaire. You know, I used to be a showmanship. I mean, I always felt like, you know what, as long as you're the life of the party, you have your choice of the party. Because when we used to go to these things, now this is how we would break it up because there were so many singles events. We would go solo. We wouldn't even bring our boys because it's just so many events that's going on through the weekend. This is the only time the pack would break up because it was just too many women. It wasn't even fair. It's like you go and you blow them. Guys, let me tell you how easy this is, guys. I mean, excuse me, I'm getting excited because when you go out your window and smell all that pussy and ass just waiting to be had, it's just not even fair. You are getting a map, a treasure map to the gold, the silver. This is the weekend, guys. So what I used to do is I would go, all right? The one I would look for is the karaoke event, okay? So I would do the karaoke event because I wanted to show the women that I was fun, energetic, I didn't take myself seriously, had imagination, and was very energetic. Okay? That was how I was doing, okay? What I would do, I would go to the bar. Not the bar. It would be a bar, a club. It doesn't matter. As long as they had the karaoke set up. And we're talking, guys, we're talking 50 to at least 200 women. Just lonely women of all races, dressed up, looking good, trying to find that Valentine. You know what I would do? Because you know, guys, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but that doesn't mean I can't go out there and hunt. Oh, guys, it's not even fair. So what I would do is I would find 3 cookie cutters. I would find 3 cookie cutters on the wall. That's the first line of business. You know, when I walk in, okay, the first thing I do when I walk in, I always find the first group of sexy women, like I always tell you, because like I always tell you guys, every woman is watching that door and sizing you up. So I'm not talking about club game here. I'm talking about going to these things. Because these women are sizing up every guy that walks in there. And what all the guys, the cookie cutters do, and that's their job, they walk in, hold up the wall, go to the bar, go to the bathroom, or go in the corner. That's what they do, okay? Now, what separates me from everybody else from the get-go, because you want to know why? Because most of the women I talk to, or most of the women I sleep with at these things after these are over, they always tell me, you know, who are those girls that you were talking to? They all the time, always works. First thing you do, guys, when you go to this event, and write this down, or you can, guys, just listen to this over and over again. First thing you do, as soon as you walk into that event, the first group of women that you see, you talk to. I don't care, and I'm not talking about the first group. I'm talking about the hot chick. I want you to talk to the first one that you see, like, damn, she bad as fuck. I just want you to walk over to her and ask her when she's buying you a drink. And here's the thing. You can be joking, it can be fun, it can be all that. But the beautiful thing about it is all the women that are watching you have no idea what you're saying to that woman. And let me tell you how cold I was with this. Okay, so I remember I walked in. Now, this chick, she wasn't a 12. She wasn't even a 10. She wasn't 12. She was like a 16. She was like a 16. And when I mean 16, she could give me at least 36 points a night. I'm talking about 20 rebounds, 14 steals, and maybe 20 assists. That's how cold she was. She was a bona fide, not only a starter, but she was going to go into the Hall of Fame. I mean, she was a Hall of Fame inductee type kind of chick. She was at least a 16, okay? Guys, let me tell you how beautiful this shit was. So I saw her, right? Walked over to her. Now, again, guys, you know I'm 5'7", right? Now, this chick, she was a mutt. She was like Spanish, Italian, and I mean, she was just a mix of things. You know, one of those chicks you just couldn't tell what she is. Olive skin, long black hair. You know, I was into chicks with black hair. I love that shit. Long black hair. She was physically fit, just bad. But you know what? You ask yourself the question: why is beautiful women going to these events? Because, guys, we could have a whole show on that. Most beautiful women stay home on Fridays and Saturdays. Because y'all think that they have relationships. No, they're just as lonely as the other ones because most guys are intimidated to talk to them. Remember I told you when I went to Orlando and I ran at one chick and she was so bad she would like park the whole club, and I went to go talk to her and she was following me around like I gave her milk or something. Same scenario but a little bit different. So I go over there now when she's with her hot friends. Now, what I did was I made the signal because when you see a bad one like this and she got a bad group of friends, that's when we send out the bat signal, the ass and titty signal, where I tell my boys, hey, man, y'all need to come to this spot because this spot is hot. So what we do, guys, is that the reason we go to different areas and we break out, we always want to find the best spot that has the most women. This one was jam-packed with women. I mean, to the nines. I mean, these were some bad women of all races, beautiful black women, white women, mixed women, Spanish, Chinese, you name it, just a mixture of it. But the one that was the 16, I saw that 16, and I was like, okay, all right, now I'm going to get this thing going. Now, remember, guys, all the women are watching the guys that are walking in. They're sizing them up. Okay, he's going to the wall. He's going to the wall. He's going to the wall. But then they're like, wait a second. Then I come in, and they're like, he's going to the, what is he doing? Wow, he's talking to that pretty woman. Well, she's laughing, he's laughing, and he walked off. What's going on? Right? What's going on? And again, that's all. I walked up to her and I said, hey, I just got here, but before the night is over, you're going to have to buy me a drink. All right, you're going to have to buy me a drink. And she thought I was the craziest thing in the world to say to her, and it was cool. It was cool that I said it. I spoke to her friends and say, how y'all doing? How you doing? My name is Steve. I know. But you know what? I had to stop, and I had to speak to your girl because look at her. She's absolutely gorgeous. Grabbed her hand, twirled her around, and I said, you know what? I'm going to get back at you a little bit later. And walked the fuck off. Okay, guys? Walked the fuck off. Now, mind you, that once I realized this was going down, I needed to go ahead and get my bid in before my boys get in, because I know once my boys get here, it's going to be our own little game of who the fuck we can get. So before I sent the bat signal out to them, the ass and titty signal, I knew I needed to get the crowd first, because guys, when you are the life of the party, women are gravitated to those guys. I'm letting you know. Especially when most of the guys that you're going to deal with are scared to talk to women. They're going to show up, but they're scared to talk to women. Or if they talk to them, they're going to be like, can I buy you a drink? Or can I do something this? No. Nope, not me. I said what I said. Hey, that chick can give me boards, man. 38 points, man. Hall of Famer. She was bad, guys. She was a little bit taller than me. She's like 5'9". I'm like 5'7", little man. But she was just absolutely gorgeous. She was fucking beautiful. Amazing, okay? Said what I said, twirled her around, walked off. Now, what I did is that I went, because I knew there was karaoke, so I went over to the karaoke thing, and I was like, okay, there's people in line. All right, so I'm going up in like 30 minutes. That's cool, like 25, 30 minutes. So now what I got to do is I got to figure something out here. All right, now what I got to do is I got to, again, what I always tell you guys, I've got to separate myself from everybody else in a way where every woman in there knows that I am different than everybody else in that room, okay? So what I did is I went over to the wall. So I looked around and I found three guys, okay? I found three cookie cutters. And I said, you know what? I walked up to the guys and said, hey, guys, now listen to me. Look, guys, check this out. I introduced myself to the guys and all this other stuff. I said, guys, look at this. I know y'all here. Are y'all here to meet any women? They're like, yeah, we're here to meet women, but look at her, so pretty. They started giving me all these whiny excuses why they didn't want to talk to women. And I was like, okay, guys, look, this is the deal I got for you. I'm looking for an air drum, an air bass, and an air guitar. And if y'all come up on stage with me, I guarantee you come up on stage with me, I guarantee you'll be able to pull some chicks. And look, all I need you to do is be the air bass, air drums, and air guitar. And when I say, and I even came with a routine for these guys. Because what I was doing was I was going to perform Kiss by Prince, okay? So when I told them I think I want to dance, we're going to do this routine, okay? And then when the routine shows that y'all gonna push me off the stage and I'm gonna get it, guys, I had it all nailed down. Again, I don't expect you guys to do all this. I'm just telling you the story of how this shit works. So, one guy comes up and I had time of my life. And there was just one by one, nobody. I mean, the guys would come up. And nobody is really watching them. They watch them and they'll clap. I mean, it's just like dull. I mean, there's no excitement, okay? So then they call me up. And before I went up, I went back over to that chick. I said, don't forget you owe me a drink, all right? You owe me a drink, okay? And she laughed, and I said, I'll be right back. Went over there, got the three guys. We got up on stage. I got up on the mic. I said, how y'all beautiful, sexy-ass women doing? They're like, oh, my God. I said, "How y'all sexy women?" Then they said, I said, "I see some over to the left. Ladies on the left, how y'all doing?" And they started screaming from the left. I looked over to the right. How the ladies doing to the right? So, guys, I already had the crowd. It was already over. I could have stopped right there, guys, but you know me. I have to do more. So I had all the look, guys, I got their attention. But the attraction is going to come while I'm doing the song. So I'm doing the song. Now, again, guys, I was a little bit more agile where I could take the mic, kick it under my leg, do the splits, come back up. I mean, I could do all that shit. I don't want to get into all that stuff. But we're doing the song, okay? And the women are going crazy in there. They're dancing and dancing. I mean, it was a big party, okay? So then what I did was we got to the point when I said, "I think I want to dance," right? And they threw me on the stage. I got up. I went into the guys. I took the microphone and went into the crowd and start. Look now. Check this out. Now the whole time that 16 had her eyes locked on me. She had her eyes locked on me, whispering to her friends. So I knew I had her. But you know what? I had to show her that you know what? Just because you look good doesn't mean you have me, right? And I'm gonna show you what she did. It was fucking beautiful. So here I am. I'm starting to dance with other women, dropping my seeds with other women, dropping my seeds with other women. Okay, doing all that shit, right? So then when I get back on the stage and I'm still singing, guess what? Out of nowhere, she walks up to the stage with a $5 bill and stuffs it in my pants. And it was awesome. Guys, it was great. It was great. And when I got done, guys, this is how cold it is, guys. When I got done, all I did was grab my little towel because your boy was sweating a little because I was jamming. The women was going crazy. I sat down, and the women were coming to talk to me. They like, "Oh, my God, you're so great." Got you. "Oh, my God, got you. And that 16, I had her. When she stuffed that money down my thing, but what was so cool was there were women coming up putting dollars in my pants after she put the 5 in there. So, and again, guys, what I'm saying to you is that once I did that was over. Guys, let's say that was on a Tuesday, okay? Let's go to Wednesday. Now, let me say, I would say I probably picked up 4 numbers, and I had that chick. I got the 16, right? Had her. Lord have mercy, that's a whole nother story. Let's go to Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Let's move to Wednesday. Now, y'all think, okay, well, I got 4 chicks. Damn, I'm done. No. Because Wednesday night, they had kind of like a cabana-type setting-type singles event. So guess what? Now, this one, I had my dogs with me. And this one, they started playing the music. And guys, let me tell you something. Remember the life of the party? Guys, by the time I got there, now again, walked in there was this mixed chick, okay? I don't even fucking remember what she was mixed with. But again, she wasn't a 16. She was probably 11. She could probably give me 19 points. I'd say maybe 9 rebounds on a bad night. But she can give me at least 15 assists. And she's almost Hall of Fame, but she's pretty badass. Talk that yak to her, okay? Talk that yak to her. Now, remember, I already have 4 in waiting, but this is Wednesday. So I talked that stuff to her, and like I told her, hey, look, you're going to buy me a drink later on. And she's like, man, get out of here. We started laughing and whatever, and so I walked off and everything. So then they started playing the music. They were playing music at the club. Again, this wasn't karaoke. This is just like a cabana night type thing. Dude, let me tell you something. So she gets on the dance floor, and then remember, guys, I'm an okay dancer. I'm not a great dancer. But, guys, let me tell you something. I walk over. No, guys, let me tell you how smooth I am. I didn't walk over to her because I knew I already had her. But I had to show her that, again, it's not about her, it's about me. So what I did was, instead of dancing with her, I started dancing with her friend. But not only dance with her friend, I was dancing with her friend, and then you know how friends like when they get real freaky with you, they start trying to hump you and all that shit. What I did, now check this out, guys. This is where I had got the room. This is my room moment. What I did was I took the friend, not the one that wanted me, the friend. I took the friend, and I took her hands, and I put them on my waist. And I said, follow me. And guess what the fuck I did, guys? I created a Congo line that we Congoed throughout the whole fucking club for at least 10 to 15 minutes. It was like 2 or 3 songs. And guys, let me tell you something. It's nothing like doing the Congo line with a bunch of beautiful women and then making your way back when you snake back around and you see the other women that you want to talk to and you kind of giving them high fives and they're laughing and they're giggling and all the guys are on the sideline looking like what's going on. Guys, I created a Congo line. It was Caribbean night, but it was a singles event. Did that. Guys, got 3 numbers. Hey, you know I got the other chick. That was Wednesday night. Now, again, I did take a dick break on Thursday because I had to go back and take care of that 16. I took care of the 16 on Thursday, so I do that on Thursday. Come Friday, went to another club. Guys, this is what I'm telling you. Went to another club. Guys, already had the 16 in lock. I had those other 3 that I got Tuesday night. I had the ones that I got Wednesday. Thursday, I took my break. Friday, I went back out again to another singles event. Know what I did right there, guys? Okay, this wasn't a karaoke event. It wasn't a cabana event. You know what kind of event it was? They were playing silly-ass games. It was a silly-ass game, single event, where you would just play silly games. I don't fucking care about that shit. What I tell you guys is that wherever the women were, I was going to be because this was too easy. And let me tell you something. The 4 that I got were the 4. Look, these were the ones that I picked. I wasn't talking about the ones that came up to me or the ones that wanted to talk to me because the majority of the women were talking to me. And the more they were talking, see, this is how the domino effect works. You got the 16, okay? I tell you about it. Let me go back to the karaoke. The 16 thought that she was the baddest bitch in the room, which she was. But it kind of fucked her up a little bit when she saw all the other women talking to me. When she saw the other women talking to me, I then had the high ground because she knew that if she didn't step her game up, she was going to lose me to some of these other women. Because don't get me wrong, there were some 13s in there and some 12s and some 10s. There were some 8s in there and some 7s. There were a few fucking, now don't get me wrong, there was a fucking few of 4s and 3s. You know, most beautiful women take the fucking fat and fugly bitches with them anyway. So there was a few of those. But guys, let me tell you something. Because I'm going to get back to Friday in a second. But what I did was these women were talking. Guys, it was like I was a chick magnet because these women were so, they just had to come talk to me because I had the room. Just like that the next night when I did the cabana thing. Friday night, hey, this is where I really love because I love the challenge. Friday night was another event where they were playing games. Now, here you go. This chick was a 9.5. I guess she could give me at least 10 points, maybe 15 rebounds, 8 steals, and maybe 12 assists on a good night. Not really Hall of Fame material, but she was bad. You take her, matter of fact, she was like Colombian. She was one of those chicks that if you, around a bunch of women, she was average, but if you took her out of her element and put her against other women, she'd be that bad, okay? But let me tell you about this one. This one was what I call the beta or Charlie female. She was the prettiest of the group, but she was around a group of fucking mad, angry-ass women, fat women, and stuck-up women, okay? She was the baddest one, but she was the most insecure. Okay, so here we go again. This is Friday night, guys. Oh, if y'all want to call in, I'm sorry, I'm running my mouth. If y'all want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Call in. Let's chop this shit up. So like I was saying, what was so great and so beautiful about this was that when I ran into this one, she was, oh, man. She She was the kind of chick, because I had to kind of, remember, observe the territory of the warrior. I just not going to go in for the attack because I realized that she wasn't running the pack. Now, she was the kind of girl, because I watched, some guys would walk over there and talk to her, and then one fat chick would get up and walk, and the whole herd would leave, okay? So I figured, okay, here we go. Now we've got a situation, and this is what's going to happen to you guys. They're going to be packs of women. So you got to understand who is running the pack. And there's a rule to the pack of women. You always got to pay homage to the alpha female of the pack. If you don't pay homage to her, she is not going to give you access to the girls in the pack, okay? That's the rule. Let me explain how it works. The alpha female is usually not the one that's the prettiest. Matter of fact, she's probably the ugliest one, the fattest one, but she's the one with the most confidence. And what she's looking for the guys who have the money, the power, the fame, the ballers, okay? That's what she's looking for. But if you give her her due respect, she will allow you in the pack, and their pack won't go anywhere. Now, from the alpha, you got what is known as the lieutenant. Let me explain this stuff, because you gotta know how all this shit works. Now, the lieutenant is an alpha female in waiting, okay? She is learning from the alpha female, because one day she's going to break off and create her own pack. Now, what the lieutenant does is that she maneuvers the group around the area. Now, these are the hot spots of the area. You've got the DJ booth, you've got the dance floor, and the bar. Those are the hot spots that usually the alpha female wants to be around to be shown, okay? So what the lieutenant does is she walks around through what I call the club highway, okay? Now, what the club highway is, it's right next to the dance floor, guys, and the highway is where everybody's just walking in a circle. That's all they're doing. They're just walking in a circle. That's it. Walking around the dance floor in a circle. What the lieutenant does is she will walk in that circle and find a place to help the alpha female be seen, okay? So you got to understand, this is how it works. You've got the alpha female, you've got the lieutenant, and then you got all the little minions. Now, this chick was a minion. She was beautiful, but didn't have the confidence, so she would follow the pack. So usually the second in command usually goes off, whispers to the alpha, she gets up, they go, the pack follows. So guys, I'm just giving y'all club game. I know a lot of y'all have never understood this shit, but I'm telling you how this works. So it's Friday. Here it is. Bunch of beautiful women. I find this, oh my God, man, bad. Good Lord. But she's with the pack. So what I have to do, we're playing these games and all this other silly stuff. So what I did, and guys, this is called taking one for your own team, because I knew if I showed her, the respect, that she will allow me down in the pack. So I walked over to this, very disgusting. Walked over to this, they was playing a game, I forgot, it was some little silly game they was playing, but you needed a partner. So I walked over to her and I asked her, do you want to be my partner? You know what she did? She said, fuck no. She turned me down, but she was laughing. She was cool with it. She was cool with it. So what I did was I introduced myself to her, shook her hand and all this other stuff, waited for the lieutenant to come back, because the lieutenant could cock block just like the alpha, was cool with both of them, got them to be at a standstill. And then once I talked to them, I said, well, look, I said, hey, if you're not going to do it, because I knew she wouldn't, and the lieutenant is not going to do it, because I knew she wouldn't, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to ask her over there. I think she'll do it. Oh, sure, go ahead. Go ahead. All right, that's cool. When they give you the passage, that's when you go in. See, where a lot of you guys go wrong is that you see a woman in a group of women. You try to talk to the woman you want to talk to, but you never pay homage to the alpha female. And because you don't pay homage, she's feeling disrespected because she thinks she's the baddest bitch. She'll get up and walk away, and then that chick will be like, well, I got to go. I'm sorry, I got to go. And you're like, damn, what the fuck just happened? This is how you command the room. This is how you work the room, guys. So here I am, playing. I don't even remember the silly game we played, but we had such a great time, because I am always a good time, that I also attracted other women. Because remember, when I walked in there in the beginning, what did I do? Find the first group of beautiful women, talk to them. That is one of, and you know what's funny? Now, the Spanish chick didn't tell me when we were in bed about this. She told me about this while we were talking. She was like, well, who are those other girls you were talking to? I knew these. See, this is what I'm telling you guys. These women watch what is going on all the time. And that's what I'm saying, guys. I knew it was over. Had her. Got her. Done. So let's move on to Saturday. Now, I only got 2 women that time, and the reason I only got 2 women that night was because the Spanish chick that I got, I kind of broke her from the herd a little bit, so we spent most of the time together. But when her fat-ass friend had to leave, she left, and that was cool. But what was cool about her leaving, which was cool about this, once she left, this other woman came over and started talking to me. Now, again, she was an 8, 7 points, 5 rebounds, I don't know, maybe 6 steals, and maybe 3 assists. She was an 8, but she was good. Oh, guys, 5'6", 135, just banging body. Just came over there and just started talking to me because, again, I commanded the room. She started talking to me. I did pull her, of course. Good. Come on, man. Saturday rolls up. Guys, I could go on and on and on how I would. I mean, and guys, this wasn't just 1 week of the year. This was every year. Every year, guys. I would go to these places because I knew these women are looking for fun. They're looking for excitement. They're looking for different, and they're so tired of going to these events. I can't tell you how many women that I've slept with in these things would tell me one by one of how tired they were. Oh, guys, did I tell you about Sunday? No. God. Did I tell you? Sunday was probably the best day, the Sabbath day. You know why? Because Sunday was Valentine's Day. And what was so great about Sunday was that's when I pulled a very rich chick. This chick was, she was about 35, 36 years old. She looked like she used to be a cheerleader. She was about a 7.5, 8. You could tell she had a little wear and tear on her. She was about 7.5, 8. But no way. But don't get me wrong. She wasn't bad looking. She just was kind of like the ex cheerleader, where all the cellulite just fit in the right place. But what was great about this one, now again, this is where the gigolo came in, because this one was quite adventurous, quite dirty, quite nasty, into swinging and all that other stuff. That's a whole different story another time. All I'm saying is, Sunday, I pulled her. Now, again, I had a few others that I had to pull. Matter of fact, I don't even think that Sunday was that Valentine's, because I think it was the eve of it or something, because there were some other ones I tried to talk to, but this one here, oh, man, dude. Man, she took me straight to it. That night, we went to Elysium, dog. We went to Elysium. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, we went to the big house on the hill, guys, and let me tell you, wow, man, crazy. But anyway, but this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, each and every one of you guys, that this weekend, the weekend of Valentine's Day, that weekend, starting it next week, because we're going to be into it, because it starts on a Tuesday, even though we're doing the show Wednesday. We're going to have a Tuesday show, but I'm going to do it on Wednesday. You call in, you give me where you're at, and I will pull up single events, man. I'll help you. I'll find you some events. But, guys, this was the place. Let me tell you, not that year. Let me tell you about another year. Now, guys, how many times have I told you guys that I hunt guys down too, and not in a homosexual way? I hunt guys down too. And let me explain before y'all get all crazy and shit. what I do is I treat guys real cool. You know, I speak to them. That's all I do. I speak to them. What's up? You know, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? All right, man, I'll see you later. All right, you know, and if I'm in, like, for instance, back then it was like Kmart or something. If I'm in that Kmart line and I see the same guy, I'm going to get in that line and I'm going to talk to him, right? Well, come close to Valentine's Day, I was doing this stuff, so I was like, hey, man, what's going on? Well, dude, hey, what's going on, Steve? You know, we talking and chopping this. Man, I know you're at work, man. What you got going on Valentine's Day? Guess what he told me, guys? This shit is so fucking great, guys. He told me that there's this big, huge Valentine's Day party that's being held in maybe the outskirts of Elysium. And he's like, dog, you want to come, man? Oh, dude, you ain't gonna believe it. It's going to be lots of women. Oh, really? Yeah, it's going to be lots of women. I said, how do you know? Oh, because I got lots of girls that are friends that are going to this thing. Lots of girls that are friends that are going to this thing. And if you want to, the more the merrier. You can bring your friends. Uh-oh, don't tell me that. Hey, guys, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that I can bring my road dogs to a Valentine's Day get-together. But now I'm saying, now is this an event? Is it a couples event? Oh, no. This is a singles event. It's a singles party. We decided to get together because most of my girlfriends that are single, they say, oh, really? Yeah, most of them are single? Really? Yeah, because they can't find a good man, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, they decided to get together and find some other girlfriends, and, you know, they're all going to be there just hanging out, partying and drinking, and hopefully meeting guys. I said, oh, there's going to be some guys there. He said, absolutely. I said, all right, cool. Sent the horn out to my boys. I said, all right, man, this is how we're going to do it. Now, look, let me work this. Let me work this first. Let me handle this. Okay, we did some super friend shit. Let me go first. Let me handle this. Guys, let me tell you something. Go to the party. Now, here's the problem I'm having, okay? I've always told you that most women, when they hang out with guys, they're packs. They're circles. They're little packs of groups of women, okay? So my thing is, when I got in there, remember I always say I always want to talk to the first woman and all that stuff. Couldn't talk to the first one because the guy that liked her for like 6 years was like all over her cock blocking. Well, the reason she told me, because I got that ass later on, but that's another story. Anyway, but that's how I knew about him. So I really couldn't talk to her. Now, she was a 13. Oh, my God. She was like one of them, like, tight body, short little, man, just bad. It probably give me at least 19 boards, maybe 8 rebounds, 11 steals, 9 assists. She was decent. She was pretty decent. So what I did, I got blocked by the guy. But again, the alpha in those packs, guys, doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. It can be a guy friend who is in love with her that wants to hang out with her. So guess what I did? I kind of chilled. Now, remember, I've been talking to this dude, just being cool with him for a few months. He told me about this party, got me in, and guess what? He was part of that circle. When he came in, guess what? Dog, is a straight Trojan horse. He got me into that group, dog, and, man, let me tell you. Let me tell you, it wasn't even fair, man. Let me tell you how cold it was. Because when I started talking to the old girl, I was talking a little bit of shit to her, right? But then what happened was, what threw her off, I would start talking to other women. And that's where it piques their attention and wondering why, well, if he's talking to me, why is he talking to those women over there? So what I decided on doing to see if she's going to follow the breadcrumbs, because I knew she was, because she was watching what I was doing, I went in the kitchen to go get, my little goofy-ass, little bitch-ass drink of orange juice and pineapple mix. That's my mixed drink because I don't drink or anything. I'm in the kitchen. There's some bad, it was like bad women everywhere. So I'm in the kitchen chopping it up with a few other women, and guess who comes in the kitchen? Old girl. 13. Started chopping it up with her. And guys, this is what I'm telling you. I can tell you story after story after story. But the main point of this is, guys, if you're staying at home on Valentine's weekend, you are doing yourself a great disservice, especially if you're fucking with us, because this is the opportunity of a lifetime. This is the opportunity to go to a place where you know the women are single. You know the women are desperate. You know the women are looking for someone to call their Valentine. And they are, hey, guys, when I say aggressive, I've never had so many dollars stuffed in my motherfucker. Look, guys, I'm not a stripper at all, but I've never had so many dollars stuffed in my pants. That was fucking awesome. But what I'm saying to you guys, these women are aggressive, and they are more aggressive to an alpha-type individual because they know, look, they are so used to seeing the regular cookie cutter, and the beautiful thing about women, especially on this weekend, is that they're very, very competitive, guys. Very competitive. Meaning that if they see something that they like and they realize some... Guys, let me tell you how fucked up it was. I remember another year I went to a club, was hanging out, talking to a woman and all this stuff, and guess what? A chick, I got hit in the back of it. You know how when you open up a straw and you know you rip the paper off of it most like halfway, and then you got the paper still on the straw, and you blow the straw and the little piece of paper like flings out? So check this out. So I'm talking to this one girl. She was probably a 10. I vaguely remember, you know, I don't even need to tell you the points and rebounds and assists. You just know that I was talking to a bad chick. So here we are. Now check this out. She grabs my hand and guides me through the crowd. Now, as we're cutting through the highway, remember, we went on the dance floor. We was grinding a little bit. We cut through the highway, because you remember the highway is the circle that is around the dance floor. Cut through the highway. We got to the area where people were sitting around. Now, again, she wanted some little quality, quiet time with your boy in the corner. And this is, guys, I got to prep you on this shit. Very important. I got to prep you after this. So here she is holding my hand. I'm walking. And, man, you talking about the bad ones be hiding, man. This chick here was cold as fuck. Damn. This chick looked like, man, I'm talking a Madden, overall rating 90. I'm talking about she averages 10 sacks a year. Fucking 5 quarterback pressures. Bat at least 4 balls. Makes about all the tackles. She was shit. So I'm walking with this other girl, and as I cut through the highway and cut through the little lounge area, I get dotted by the straw. So as I'm being walked away, I turn around, and old girl was giving me the eye. I was like, oh, shit, I'm about to see what she's talking about in a second. Anyway, come to find out again, what separated me from everybody else that got her attention, like I tell you, is that she noticed there's a difference in me when I walked in because I was talking to the other women. But, guys, this is very important. Let me get y'all together because I know a lot of you guys are new to the show, and let me explain how this works. Now, my favorite cologne, I love Allure. Guys, if you, it's by Chanel. It's Allure or Allure Sport. I love that shit. And Allure comes with, they have the aftershave, they have the soap, and all that other stuff. What I want you to do, guys, this is very important. If you're going to go out on Valentine's this weekend, you've got to smell good, and you got to make sure your breath is smelling good. Very, very important. And let me walk you guys through this shit. I did every night. I do this all the time when I especially go out. What I want you guys to do is I want you to take a very hot shower. You can use a towel or one of those loofahs or whatever those little spongy things are, whatever it is. All I want you to do is the very first thing. Now, this is what you need for your shower, because I do this when I'm taking a shower. Bring peroxide, scope, and toothpaste and your cologne in the shower with you. Follow me, okay? Peroxide, yes, I said it. Peroxide, scope, toothpaste, and your cologne in the shower with you. And I'm going to explain why, because y'all need to learn this game. About to throw on your ass. Make sure the shower is hot. Why? The steam is going to open up the pores in your body. Very important. First thing I want you to do is, before you wash your ass, what I want you to do is I want you to take peroxide. First thing you need to put peroxide in your mouth, swish it around. The peroxide is killing all the bacteria in your mouth. How? Because when you start to spit, it's going to feel like you're foaming in the mouth. That's how you know you're killing a lot of the germs in your mouth. Very important, okay? The next thing I normally do after that, I'll take scope. I forgot the name of the scope, but I'll take the scope and I'll swish it in my mouth. Or you can do that with Listerine. Keep it in your mouth. And then while you're doing that, take your toothbrush with toothpaste and brush your teeth with the scope in your mouth, okay? Make sure you scrape your tongue. Very important. Have a nice mouth, fresh mouth. But again, we'll cover that in a second. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, once you're done with that, you take your soap, okay? Because I guess you don't use soap anymore. Y'all probably use liquid soap. You get your towel or that little spongy thing really sudsy. Then what I want you to do is I want you to take your cologne, and I want you to put a little bit of your cologne, spray it in there, whatever you want to, spray it into your soap. Because with the hot water, you got your pores. And what I want you to do is I want you to rub and wash your body from head to toe, even the balls. I want your balls smelling right. Why? Because I want it in the pores. Because the most important thing is, when you're out there, even when you're sweating or anything that's going on, you're still going to have a nice scent to you. You're not going to smell like sweat. So it's very important to wash your body and make it real hot and steamy. Wash your body with the cologne, okay? Always make sure that you have. Now, I wouldn't say gum in these situations, because you don't want to walk around chewing gum. Very important to have mouth things. Now, again, one thing, if you want to have gum, y'all know there was two things I used to have. Back in the day, Starbucks used to have these coffee mints. Holy shit. Dude, them motherfuckers was powerful. Man, fuck. Used to have them motherfuckers. But what I'm saying for you right now in today's world, if you want some gum, get the Dentine ice that is in the black box or black pack, okay? That is the strongest one. Get the Dentine ice, okay? So either have that with you or have some breath fresheners, okay? Because during this time, your breath is going to change up a little bit. So I need to make sure that you guys are right. Thank you, Jeff. Yes, Scope Outlast. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for telling me. Yes, make sure you have Scope Outlast. That's what it's called, Scope Outlast. So remember, first thing you want to do is the peroxide in your mouth, swish it around. Spit the peroxide out, okay? After that, go ahead and put the Scope Outlast in. Take your toothbrush and brush your fucking teeth with the scope in your mouth, okay? Scrape your tongue, spit it out in the shower. And I always brush my teeth in the shower. That's what I always do anyway. But y'all don't have to do that. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to give you an idea of how to get this together. Now, make sure you have your business cards with you. The next rule of the game is this, guys. That weekend, okay to poke fun at yourself. It is okay to be the class clown. It is okay to get up on stage and sing. It is okay to have a great time, because you have to be able to separate yourself from every loser in there. I'm telling you this. Guys, I'm telling you, every woman is sizing up every guy that walks into any event. So it's very, very important when you go into an event, guys, that you smell good, your breath is on point, you got your business cards, and I want you to bring out, look, in your warrior, I don't want you to bring your warrior out. You don't need your warrior. Bring out the child in you. And what I mean is the adventurer child that likes to have fun, that doesn't take life seriously, The kind of person that would stand up on a table and do the fucking Pee Wee Herman if the song was playing. That person. Why? Because that is the person that the women are going to gravitate to. When they see that kind of person, they're going to realize that other women are interested. Guys, at no time, and here's the key thing, guys, at no time when I went to these events did I ever have to buy a woman a drink. Didn't have to buy them shit. Because the attention and the attraction was there. And when the attraction is there, guys, it bypasses all the shit that the regular guy has to do. These women are looking for a Valentine. Just like on the 10th, they're looking for that guy. And I'm telling you, if you go see 50 Shades of whatever, darker, whatever the fuck that is, and come out that movie theater, you know a chick, and you go start talking that yak to her, I'm guaranteeing she gonna take your number. Because the movie's already gonna have her marinated to want to talk to an alpha male anyway. But even with that being said, guys, there are so many events that are happening, it is mind-blowing. There are so many parties that's happening, it's mind-blowing. All you have to do is not technically show up. I'm not going to say you're going to show up and get a woman. Absolutely not. I'd be lying to you. What I'm saying to you is I want you to show up and show out. I want you to show these women why they need to invest themselves into you. And even if you talk to, listen, guys, I don't care if the woman you're talking, the first woman you walk up to says, get the fuck out of my face, or doesn't even respond to you, or ignores you. It doesn't matter, guys. You want to know why? Because every woman that is watching you from afar, they don't know what's going on over there. They don't know what you're saying. All they know is that there's a little bit something different in you than everybody else. Because I guarantee it, you look at the wall, watch the guys. They're going to walk in and go straight to the wall, go straight to the bar, or go right in the bathroom. Or go hide in the corner. That's their MO. That's their MO. And guys, let me tell you something. I can't even tell you how many Valentines that I would be. Okay, so I'm hollering at a bunch of women. I'm trying to chill, take a break. So I go to the bar, go get my little bitch drink. I want my orange juice and Sprite and everything. I mean, hell, that's a conversation in itself. I can't tell you how many times I go to the bar. Like, let me get an orange juice and Sprite. That's all your drink, and then bite her neck, take her up the tree. But let me tell you what else happens sometimes. Sometimes you're going to be used by the woman. And what I mean by used is their guys are going to creep women out, okay? And some women have a hard time saying no to certain guys. I can't tell you how many times I would go to a bar, and this is like a singles event. Go to the bar, and I'm trying to get my little goofy-ass orange juice and pineapple, my little cake-ass mixed drink. Don't judge me. And I'm sitting or standing next to a badass woman, and dude, and she will, and a creepy guy will walk over and try to talk to her, and then she'll take her arm and put it around my arm, and say, "Oh no, I'm with my boyfriend." What? Huh? What happened? Oh man. And then you know what? I told her I bought myself a pineapple orange. You owe me a drink, and she says okay. But, I saw you over there talking and blah, blah. And guys, again, like I tell you, they're either going to bring it up then, or they're going to bring it up later on that night, or bring it up when you get that ass later on, that they notice you talking to other women. As soon as it's like a broken tape recorder. As soon as I saw you walk in, all you was doing was talking to those women. You must be a player. You must be one of those kind of. You must be a dog and all that other stuff. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you see anybody? No, wait, no. Why would I show up to a singles event? And this is how I always get them. Why would I show up to a singles event if I'm not single? Oh, and it shuts them down right there. And this is what I'm saying to you guys. This is how you can maneuver and get the upper hand with these women. You guys can do this. You have the power of doing it. All you got to do when you go up to these women, real easy and simple. You just walk over there. You know what? How you doing? How you lady? Now remember, if it's a group of women, okay, make sure you know who the alpha female is. You engage the group. Ladies, how y'all doing? Find the alpha female. Speak to her next. How's it going? You speak to her because you're paying homage, okay? And then if you work your magic right, you'll be able to talk to the one you want to talk to. Okay? That's how it goes. Let me see here. Let me see here. Y'all want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373. Press 1 if you have a question. Hold on. All right, let me see here. Hold on, hold on. I'm trying to pull something up. I'm trying to give y'all an idea. Like, let me give you an example. I mean, I'm gonna be doing this all next week, but let me give you an example. Okay. Matter of fact, oh gosh, come on, guys, really? I just pulled it up, guys. Super Bowl singles party. My God, if you're in New York, they got what? Oh my God. I hate you people. Second annual Sweetheart Party for Singles. Houston Singles Lock and Key event. Houston pre-Valentine's Day party. Valentine's Day single event. Speed Houston singles event. Speed date. Be My Valen Bash. Speed dating. Breakup dating. Singles event. Lonely women. Guys, if you don't believe me, you don't believe your boy, go to Google and just type up Valentine's Day single events, and they're everywhere. Guys, they're even Super Bowl ones. I didn't even think about getting y'all hip to the Super Bowl shit, but I didn't care about that because I want to prepare y'all for this weekend. Saturday night speed dating, another speed dating. Open bar for couples. Let's see here. Cougars. Let's see here. Let me see here. Another Be My Valentine's Day bash. Speed dating event. Singles event. Saturday night event. A pink pajama party. I wouldn't tell you to go to a pink pajama party, but they have a pajama party Valentine's Day events where all you guys, all you have to do is show up and follow what I've shown you. All I have done when I go to these things is I will throw, and this is for my conversation class guys, you already know it. I'll hit them with maybe 1 ethical, 2 reliables, 4 accessibles. I'd use 2 of myself, and I would maybe do an open, holly end, or a hypothetical, and I'm in. And for every woman, I change it up, guys. Every woman, I change it up. And I give them my information, and they call me. And you know what's so great when you give a woman your information, and they know you have given your information out to other women? So, let's say, wait. Again, if you're feeling like, you don't want to call me, that's fine. No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying I noticed you giving your number out to other women. Of course. We're in a singles event. I'm single. I'm trying to find out what woman is worthy to pick up that hammer. What are you talking about, a hammer? Oh, I explain that to you later, baby girl. So you gonna call me or what? Okay, I'll call you. Oh my goodness, guys, it's not fair how much, guys, other than Halloween, getting women, this is the easiest weekend you'll ever have to pick up women all year long. And what's so great about this thing, guys, is that you can choose guys, You can go to 2 events guys, what I need you guys to do is go to Walmart, go to your store. And if you're overseas, I don't know if they have Walmart overseas, but go somewhere where they have a store. Go get a map of your city. Pin that motherfucker up on your wall. Go get a magic marker. Draw a line down and a line across. Break up your city in 4 sections. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and Section 4. Break them down to 4 sections. All I want you to do, guys, is find the event and figure out which section it's in. Because guys, I'm explaining this to you. This is very important. Guys, again, if y'all want to call in, 515-605-9373. Press 1. If you have a question, I got you. Guys, this is very, very important to understand, this information right here. Is that, remember, guys, let's do it. Go get your paper and pen. Get your paper and pen, because I need you to understand the circles within the cross lines that you're working, okay? Get your piece of paper and pen, and let's draw our 4 circles, okay? Let's draw our 4 circles, all right? Draw 4 circles inside of each other. Draw a little one, draw one around that one, draw one around that one, and draw one around that one, okay? Remember, we got to break this down. Now, what I want you to do now, we're going to break this down, and guys, we're going to get a little bit deeper, okay? We got about 38 minutes. We're going to get a little bit deeper. I'm going to explain this because, oh, my God, y'all just be going to the wrong fucking places sometimes. All right, let me explain this, okay? Get your paper and pen now. What I want you to do on your piece of paper, again, I want 4 circles. Draw a little circle, then draw a circle around that one, draw a circle around that one, and draw one more circle around that one, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to draw a line all the way down and a line all the way across. So we just draw a line straight down that circle and draw a line across that circle, so you have 4 sections. This is your map and blueprint of this weekend, okay? Remember, okay, and I'm gonna walk it one more time, so I want y'all to catch up. Now, get your paper out and do this, and I'm trying to show y'all some game here of how y'all, guys, this is the time, man. I'm about to tell y'all some shit. All right, remember, draw 4 circles. Draw a little one, draw one around that one, draw one around that one, and one more. So you should have 4 circles. And in those 4 circles, draw a line straight down the middle and draw a line straight across. So you're going to have sections, okay? You have section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. Now, I've always told you about the circles, and if y'all are new, I will explain this. Now, the 2 most important sections is going to be the first circle, the second circle, and the 4th circle, okay? And put a star and an asterisk by that 4th circle, the last circle. So you're going in and out. So the little circle that you have, that you put a mark there, put a mark on the second circle, and then the last circle that you have, put like 4 stars, because that's where you really need to be if you want to be around women that have money and bank and all that stuff. Now, this is how it works with money. Okay? Now, this is for you guys that want to get into this money game and jiggle, because I always hear you guys like, I want these women to pay me. I want to get paid by women. Well, motherfucker, I'm going to show y'all how to get paid. All right, so always remember, section, remember, now let's count the sections. You got section 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? Now, when it comes to section 1, 2, and 3, that's the center circle, the one around it, and the one around that circle, okay? That's 1, 2, and 3. Now, the reason I say it's 1, 2, and 3, because I'm going to explain all this stuff. It's going to make sense in a second. The first circle is what I call the city, okay? The second circle is the neighborhood outside the city, okay? Those are money areas. The third area is where most of people like you and I are, and we call that, the wasteland. I call that the wasteland, and it's no disrespect. It's just compared to these other circles, it's the wasteland. It's the land where, the girls, they hot, but they just ain't really smart. They look good, but they really ain't about shit. So they're in the wasteland with all of us. And then the last circle is what I call Elysium. Oh man, Elysium. That's the place with the big houses where they're gated fences, and it's just, it's like the Beverly Hills of everything. Let's just think about like Beverly Hills, Orange County, to give you an idea of what Elysium is. Okay, that's Elysium. Okay. Now with section 1, 2, and 3, what you have to understand is, there are people and women that will travel from the wasteland. That is section number 3. They will travel either to their section or they will go to section 1 or 2. They will never travel to 4. Nobody from 3 travels to 4. The only ones that travel to 4 are 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 usually travel to 4. Sometimes 4 will travel into 1 and 2, and sometimes they will travel into 3, okay? Just so y'all can, I'm just trying to give you an idea of how all this works with women, okay? So on Valentine's Day, these women, now look, I don't necessarily want you in section 3. Okay, I don't want you there. That's too easy. Now, again, and then these are women that work at, Walmart, Burger King. They just gave up on life, and they really ain't about shit. I mean, they look good and all that other stuff, but they just life choices are really not that good. You know what I mean? That's why we call it the wasteland and shit. But don't worry, section 4, 2, and 1, they're not as bad, but they just have money. That's the difference. Now, the ones that are in the city and the outskirts, those are money spots, because if you have money, you should know this. If the city, it's really expensive to have property in the city and have property a little bit outside the city. That's why we call it the place outside the city. But the thing is that most women will either stay in area 2 or area 1. And sometimes they will go to area 4. Because even though it's like a Beverly Hills area, there's still clubs and get-togethers and things like that. Let me see something. Let me kind of give you. Let me pull up and kind of give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Give me a second. Let me see here. Let me go back. I'm gonna give you all an example. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see. Now, let me kind of give y'all an example, okay? So, if let me give you an example. Okay, here's an example, okay? I pulled up a Valentine's Day party that's going to be held in a hotel in Beverly Hills. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand how this shit works. They've got the Be My Valentine's Day Bash. Here you go. Be My Valentine's Day Bash, February 14th, okay? This is going to be at the Salty Hotel, SOFITEL Hotel in Beverly Hills. This is one. I'm just trying to give you an idea that they have these ones in Beverly Hills. Here's another one in Beverly Hills. This is going to be at the Mr. C Hotel in Beverly Hills. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You don't have to be in Area 3 to go to these events. There are going to be desperate women no matter where you go this weekend of Valentine's Day. You can stay in the wastelands if you want to, and you can pull a lot of women in the wasteland. But I know a lot of you guys are always talking about you want to get paid and you want women to do this for you. So if that's correct, you have to make sure you wear something nice, and you can go to these areas. Because the thing about the ones that are in Elysium, especially in the hotels, like I say, in Beverly Hills areas and stuff like that, They will take the party from the hotel and they will take it to a big house on top of the hill where the swinging and the orgies and all the other stuff happens. So there's a lot of information, guys. But again, if y'all want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373. Press 1 and be happy to bring you in. But this is what I'm talking about, guys. It's very important that these are the things that you're going to need. Make sure you have your Approach Your 101 together. Make sure you have your text messaging together. Make sure you have your conversation classes. Make sure you have your types of women and your makeout, okay? Let me tell you why. Because if you're doing all this correctly, I'm telling you what's going to happen. I would say maybe 8 out of 10. What's going to happen when you talking that yak to these women, they really starting to feel you. They're going to take you over into a little corner, in that little corner somewhere, and this is where it's very important. Let me tell you how I learned this, guys. I learned this when I was in Germany. Remember I told you, when I was in the Army. There was a chick. She looked like, now again, I don't know if y'all have ever watched Weird Science. She looked like Kelly LeBrock. I mean, a young one. She looked just like that bitch with the thick lips, but she had a body. And the thing about her was she was always being followed by a pack. Now, I didn't pull her on Valentine's Day, but what I'm saying is that I saw her in Frankfurt, Germany, and at a club, and I started talking a little bit of yak to her at the bar. And what she did before we went to her car, and then she took me home, she had to kind of like kick the tires because she's like a guy like you talking all that shit. You know, can you back that shit up? And that's the thing that's very important, guys. You got to make sure if you don't get the Kissing 101, make sure you get the 15-minute Kissing 101. Get the 15-minute makeout and get a 15-minute fucking 101, guys, because look, guys, I want you going in there being confident. I want you to be able to talk to these women like I know you know how. But I also want you to have your text game together. Why? Because when you're talking to these women and y'all break off for the night, doesn't mean the night's over with. Because there are several times where I would meet a woman. We would, she's with her friends. We mess around a little bit, but she don't want to show her ass in front of her friends. So as soon as they break off and go home, we talk. And God, let me explain. God, boy, I get all excited. Y'all gotta excuse me. I get excited because it's the thrill of the hunt, man. It is really exciting to just talk about how easy this shit is. Oh my goodness, guys, let me tell you. When you're doing it correctly, and if you can dance, I hope you can dance a little bit, because sometimes you might have to go and dance for y'all grinding, y'all rubbing up on each other and all this other stuff. You start talking a little bit of yak. This is where you can master the bedroom, throw a little bit of conversation, a little bit of dirty talk, a little bit of ethical, some reliable, some accessible. You throw some of that in there while you're on the dance floor. She's going to take your hand and she's going to take you into a corner, a little private area where nobody can see her friends can't see her, and maybe she wants to mess around and make out. This is where is, again, what I've always told you. Making out and texting is a make or break thing. And you want to make sure you give her a sample of what's to come. Like I told you, you go to the mall on a Saturday, you walk in the food court, everybody's outside trying to give you a free sample of something. Try this, taste that, drink this. You know what I mean? The little cups of little shakes, or you know what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying to you guys is that get the 15-minute Kissing 101, guys. Guys, I'm telling you, you guys don't know how to kiss. You don't know how to make out. You really don't know how to eat pussy and fuck. I'm not trying to be mean to you guys. You know my students. My students understand, but a lot of you guys don't. What I'm saying to you guys is very, very important that if you get pulled over to the side and you begin to make out, that if you do 1% of the makeout mixed with the Kissing 101, with a dab of Master the Bedroom, and for my guys who have five play, five play works with her clothes on or off. So you do a little bit of five play. Guys, it's a wrap. How do I know, guys? I'm telling you. Because then she's going to stop things. She'll be like, oh, wow, it's getting too heavy in here, and I got to get back to my girlfriends and all that other stuff, and it's cool because you already have my number, and you know what? It's cool. I'm going to get back to my girls, da-da-da-da. And then when she sees you again, she'll wish you well, have a good night. I'll definitely call you. I'll get with you a little while. I'm with my girlfriends and everything, and I'll call you later. And some of these women, guys, I'm warning you, some of these women are in relationships, and some of these women are going to be married, and they're going to take their rings off like the next woman. You're not going to know. I'm just telling you the truth. You're not going to know. And some of these women don't want to be had or found out. So what they're going to do is play that shit off, and when they break away from the herd, that's when you're going to get your text. Guys, this is where your text messaging has to come in, your skills. This is very important. This is why I tell you, you're texting 101. Got 5 hours of that in Manhood U. I'm telling you guys, very important. Because what is going to happen, and this has happened to a lot of my clients, and unfortunately back then, all these years, I have not given them this information. Now, I've talked to them about this information, but now I'm selling the information. They would always get, this is their biggest problem. This is why I created the Making Out and the Kissing 101. This is where most of this stuff spawned from, because these guys go out on Valentine's Day doing everything I tell y'all to do. Their approach is great. They got the warrior mentality. They ain't breaking out the warrior, because the warrior is like some straight up shit. But they are talking to these women. And then all of a sudden, they start to kiss them and start to mess around. And sometimes they're like, dude, I don't know what happened. We started messing around, and she really went down. I'm like, well, what did you do? Well, I what do you mean what I did? I just kissed her. I mean, how did you do it? No, I just kissed her. Oh, shit. And this kept happening over and over again. Or they would get over her house, right? They get to her house, get in there, they start to mess around, and she's like, it's getting late. And they tell me, like, I'm like, what did you do? Well, I don't know. I just started grabbing her titty. What the? But now you have the weapons, guys. Because what is going to happen when you're doing everything correctly? Okay. This is why it's so beautiful, guys. It's like a Mona Lisa. These women know that you have been talking to other women at that event, okay? And they also know that you gave your number out to other women at the event. You don't think the other women know about the other women? Of course they know. But this is when you become the prize. Because your phone is going to start blowing the fuck up. Either they're going to call you or text you. And either way, guys, now, let me bring the call in, guys. Again, if y'all want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373. Press 1, and we'll be happy to bring you in. Let me bring the next caller in. Let me bring him in with the right thing. I'm sorry, here we go.
Hey, you guys! Cut that bitch off!
Area code 904. What's your name, sir, and where you calling from?
Call me Darth Vader, sir, and I'm calling for Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, shit. What's up, man?
Okay, so what was the topic again? Because I didn't exactly hear when you originally brought it up.
All right, the topic is we are talking about the day, the weekend, the greatest weekend where you can pick up women, and that is the weekend before Valentine's Day. Because this is the weekend. This is the weekend where the single, desperate, lonely, needy women are going to be at these single events looking and aggressively looking for guys, because they don't want to have Valentine's Day. They don't want to be lonely for Valentine's Day. So they're looking for guys on this whole week. I mean, not this week, but coming up. That weekend of all those singles events is going to be full of women that are going to really aggressively pursue the men.
Okay. Well, okay. So me and the young lady who I'm courting, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but there is truth to what you were saying from what I've seen. Like, I've seen women who even especially with their coworkers, men who they consider repulsive physically or emotionally, even spiritually, just so that they won't be lonely around this time of the year, they would purposely lower their standards to be with those men. They would purposely lower their standards just to be with those men. And it's kind of crazy, like, and it's kind of crazy, and it's really more of social conditioning, because socially, and this is why, all because society says something, that's how something should be, isn't necessarily how it should be. Because society states that, okay, well, most men don't really have high standards, but most women do. Well, not necessarily, because since society states that Valentine's Day is supposed to be a day where the man treats the woman out, these women would lower their standards just to be with men who would make them feel like a princess for a day. And that is the craziest part about it. That's the craziest part about it.
It's not crazy. It just is. It's not crazy. It's just how it is. But we were also talking about Friday the 10th, which is a water hole day for guys, because the new 50 Shades of Grey movie's coming out, and that's where guys need to be at. They need to go to that event, man. Very important. They need to go to that movie that night, that Friday night.
Yes,
you probably scratch your head like you scratch your head, aren't you? Huh?
No.
Let me walk you through it. You're new. Let me walk you through it. Let me ask you this question. I loved it. I always ask the new guys a question. All right. Let me ask you a question. If Harry Potter, let's say the new Harry Potter came out today. Okay, let's say it came out today. Let's say it comes out Friday, okay? The new Harry Potter comes out Friday. And I asked you and your friends, do y'all want to come with me to see Harry Potter? Would you say the majority of your friends would laugh at me and say that's gay, and why would you see something goofy like that?
The majority of my personal friends, no. Not the majority of my friends, but...
Well, not your friends. Let's say people that you know who might think that shit is gay and corny, and like, why would you see that shit? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Well, let me explain. And this is how I had to explain Harry Potter to people. At least it was 10 years ago. It was years ago I had to explain this shit. What I always tell you guys, and this is what makes this show the way it is, because we find the water holes. The reason I tell guys to go see Harry Potter, because it's a big movie and women go see that shit. Why? Because the Harry Potter books came out in, I think, 1996. I think it was around that time, right? And what I'm saying is, if you took a 10-year-old girl that's reading those fucking books in 1996, right? What do you think her ass is going to be 10 years later, or even 20 years later, especially 10 years later when she's in college with a tight-ass body? What do you think she's going to be at opening night?
Probably 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, not 50 Shades of Grey.
But even with 50 Shades of Grey, like I was giving the guys the stats, it got over half a billion in sales. Women, the book sales were off the chain. Women love that kind of dominance in a man because they can't find that one. And that's why we have these shows, to show you guys how to be fucking men. But what I'm saying is that we were talking about, I got to get back to the Valentine's Day, but we were discussing that as well, that they need to show up at 50 Shades of Grey. They need to go there, fuck the movie, go there for the women, because there's going to be tons of fucking women at those movies that night. But I'm sorry, but did you have a question or something? I'm sorry, I'm bad. Did you have a question?
No. My question is, so what do you think, personally, your personal opinion about the idea of Valentine's Day within itself? Like, what do you think of the holiday itself?
Well, before I answer that, you say you got a girl, right?
Yes, sir.
How long y'all been together for?
Since September of 2015.
Has she been treating you good?
Yes, sir.
Stop calling me sir. I'm not that goddamn old. All right. I'm gonna tell you before I tell you about Valentine's Day. I gave some game earlier today. I'm gonna give you something. Okay. This is what I want you to do for your girl. Okay. This is what I want you to do. Okay. You ready for this? All right, you might have to get a pen or listen to the rebroadcast, but I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to give you some game real quick, okay? This is what I want you to, because it sounds like your girl's treating you good, so I want you to do some shit. This is some gangster shit, okay? What I want you to do is on Valentine's Day, even though you don't celebrate it, this is a whole different ball game. What I want you to do is I want you to find a nice restaurant and go ahead and get a reservation, okay? All right? Then what I want you to do is I want you to go get a teddy bear, flowers, and balloons. It could be that or some chocolates. I don't care. 3 of something, okay? And what I want you to do the day of Valentine's Day, I want you to go to that restaurant, speak to the manager, find out who your waiter is, and you give the items to your waiter, and you tell your waiter when you order dessert for him to bring 1 item out every 5 minutes. Let me tell you what that's going to do, dog. I know, because this is how cold I am, dog. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Now, you already know the place is going to be packed, and you know the women are already going to get their Valentine's gifts earlier that day. Well, this is a way where all the women are going to fall in love with you. They're going to think you're the best thing since sliced bread. You're going to make every guy in there jealous, and you're going to show them up, and you're going to make your woman feel special, you know, that princess moment that all women want. You'll be able to do it in one fell swoop. Because when you order dessert, and the guy brings out the balloons first, you're going to get all the attention from all the women. Everybody's going to be looking at you. You're going to be the star of the restaurant. And then when they bring out the flower, bring out the teddy bear next, and then bring out the roses afterwards, your girl's going to be crying. All the women going to be, oh, my God, he's so romantic, and why can't you be that way? And all the guys going to be like, damn, that's a smooth motherfucker. Why did not think of that shit? And all you got to do is sit back in your chair and be like, yeah, motherfucker, that's how I am. So that's some game for you right there, okay, man? But for me, yeah, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. But, you know, I don't believe in it. It's just a made-up holiday. Matter of fact, I will tell you something. Wait, hold on, 904. Give me a second. Let me bring in this other call. But I'm going to – wait. Hold on, 702. Let me answer 904's question real quick. Let me tell you something. Guys like me who get lots of women, the only reason I celebrate Valentine's Day is because the women want to take me out. You see what I'm saying? They either want to take me out or fix me dinner. But I never take a woman out on Valentine's Day. I mean, I'll take her out because I pick her up because she's taking me out. But that's the day I get to choose from what woman that I want to really take me out and pamper me, basically. So that's how as a man, that's how I spend Valentine's Day. I don't believe in it, but these women do. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll throw you back in the queue. If you got a question, press 1, big dog. Let me bring in the next guy. Area code 702. What's your name? Where you calling from, sir? Area code 702. All right, we'll drop you off and call back if you can. And guys, if y'all want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373. That is 515-605-9373. Press 1. We'll be happy to bring you in and talk to you. But guys, this is it. I'm telling you guys right now. Like I was telling 904 before, like I say, the only reason I celebrate Valentine's Day is because the problem that you guys are going to have when you begin to learn how to, because like, remember, you guys don't know how to kiss, you don't know how to eat pussy, and you damn sure don't know how to fuck. That's y'all's problem. And the thing with a lot of you guys is that y'all slipping on that shit. But when you're able to, now 702, do you want to, hold on, let me find out. 702, did you have a question? Because are you there, 702?
No, I'm actually at work right now, man. I'm just listening.
Okay, no problem. I'll put you in the queue. All right. What I'm saying to you guys is this. Is that when you're doing it correctly, the way I show you guys, you don't have to spend a fucking nickel or a penny. Because every week of every Valentine's Day, when I pull these women, this is where it becomes hard, and it's going to be hard for you. This is where you've got to remember, I met one chick that gave me 38 points, 20 boards, 8 steals, and fucking, 11 assists? I mean, you got choices. So when Valentine's Day comes, And they realize, see, guys, here's the thing that you don't understand. See, when I get on the phone with them, I already get them to submit the pussy, because I tell you, the pussy's already mine. Get them to submit the pussy, all this other stuff. They want to be with me. You see what I'm saying? They want to be with me. And you know when I'm about to play you, because I know you guys don't believe me. I know you guys sit there and say, man, what the hell can you teach me about sex? What can you teach me that I already know? And look, guys, I'm not going to play it in its entirety, but again, the reason I love playing this clip right here is because this is how it is on the weekend of Valentine's Day and why these women want to take me out. Listen to this clip right here. This clip says it all.
Thank you for
here we go.
letting me have a couple of days to actually think about what freaking happened the other night. Anyway, it was so funny how I had my whole mind made up on, like, when you leave your ass alone, I just felt like you was trouble. And it's so interesting how biased, because I was right, you know? I ain't gonna lie, I do have questions. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, you know, who taught you that? Like, are you a goddamn professional? So on a real note, like, that was amazing. It was totally, like, perfect. Like, if I were to vision what I want my man to be sexually, you would be that person, like, hands down.
All right, let me stop. That's it. Let me stop. I don't really hear no more of that. Y'all know how it is. Like I keep telling y'all, y'all don't know how to fuck. Y'all know I do all this stuff. You know what I love about you guys? When y'all finally get the products and see what I'm showing y'all, you're like, damn, I never knew how to kiss. I feel so embarrassed. But what I'm saying is, when you get voice messages like that from women, do you really think you have to take her out for Valentine's Day? Because what these women want is your most important asset, guys, and that is your time. That's the difference between my kind and your kind. You guys, if you don't believe me, watch Valentine's Day weekend. Just go to the mall and get some popcorn and sit on the bench and watch all the guys run around like they're with a chicken with the head cut off, trying to buy the perfect gift, trying to buy the perfect flowers and all other stuff. No. Guys, the only woman I did something for was, I told you, when I was a gigolo, and I met that woman. Remember that one I told you about? You know, she paid me for a service, so I couldn't help it. But I got the bubble machine, the fog machine. I did the whole nine. But she paid me well for that shit. But that's what I'm saying, guys. What I'm saying to you guys, I know some of you guys want to get paid. Look, you do what you want to do with this information. All I'm doing is putting the weapons on the table. But what I'm saying is, you heard that clip in that voice message. If you want your life to be like that, that's all you have to do, is just follow the playbook that I'm showing you. And if y'all don't believe me, here's another.
Of course.
I know that. Believe me, I know.
But before I get married, you have to come fuck me. Because I definitely cannot go on and not knowing how good that dick could be.
But see,
let me stop right there. I don't even need to play. I'm just giving y'all, guys. Y'all think I'm bullshitting y'all guys. I'm telling you guys, this shit is so 1,000% concrete that the problem you're going to have if you're doing all this shit right is figuring out what woman you want to take you out for Valentine's Day. What woman do you... Guys, look, see, here's the thing, and we're probably going to do a little bit of overtime. Here's the thing, guys, I want to say to you. See, most cookie cutters are doing Valentine's Day because that is the day they got to kiss a woman's ass to get ass. See what I'm saying? They got to bend over backwards to get her pussy by buying her a dinner, flowers, teddy bears, and chocolates, or whatever the fuck they get there. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Well, whatever it is they get them, they're doing it for sex. When I'm telling you guys, when you get this man mindset, we don't do it for everything we did, everything I've done that I've told you all, even the karaoke, having the women stuff money in my pants, the Congo lines and all that stuff of getting women attention. I don't do it for sex. Guys, why? Because I know that I can get the woman to submit the pussy to me within the first few comments. It's already done. Look, having sex with her is not the purpose because the sex is already there. But for you guys, you have to fight and bend over for the sex. I'm telling you that I don't have to do it, and my clients don't have to do it. The biggest problem I get, and I'm telling you, I should really push my rates up around Valentine's Day. Biggest calls I get from my clients around that day because they laugh at me. I'm gonna tell you guys, they laugh at me. I'm telling y'all. Just like I'm telling you guys. I tell them, I say, man, look, you do this, you know, you use the conversation courses, you learn the kissing techniques and all, you do these things. Your problem is going to be women. Who you get? Man, oh, you crazy. I don't believe that, man. What that, man? No, it don't work. It never works like that, man. You know how it is. All my life I had to bend over backwards and ask them. And then you know what happens? They follow the playbook. And I tell you, just like I told you with the Halloween thing. Remember I told you with the Halloween thing how I told you I could get women to come up to you if you wore the costume and they laughed at me? A lot of guys are afraid. Oh, my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It cut off. I apologize. It cut off. What I'm saying to you guys is this. I'm sorry. We're back. Man, I'm sorry. I cut off. What I'm saying to you guys is this, is that a lot of you guys are afraid of success just like failure. And what happens is when you get that success, a lot of you guys get nervous. And I'm telling you guys, listen to me. It's okay to be nervous. And let me explain why. Because you have never been in a situation where not only do women want to spend time with you on Valentine's Day, but they want to spend it with you. They don't care about going out. They don't care about the flowers. They don't care about the chocolates or the teddy bears. They just want your time, number one. And number two is that a lot of you guys can't even accept the fact that these women want to take you out. Those are the two things that really fuck up y'all's head when y'all start to do this. But the worst part of those things that y'all have problems with, and guys, we are going into overtime, so I'm going to do a little bit of overtime, and we got about 2 minutes to go. So if you want to, please call in at 515-605-9373. If not, we're going to have the rebroadcast of this show on the Man Mindset, and I'm going to put this on YouTube as well for the YouTube guys to check out. But what I'm saying is, just call in real quick because I'm going to do a little bit of overtime, but I'll let you know in 30 minutes when it's going to cut off. But what I'm saying to you guys is that a lot of you guys, it is one of the most amazing things in the world where a woman says, you know what, let me cook a dinner for you. You know what, let me take you out. And it goes against everything you've ever been taught by a woman. I mean, not by a woman, by society. And what I'm saying to you is if you can just do what I'm showing you on the weekend of Valentine's Day, you do it correctly. You get there. You give them your number. Well, we're gonna walk this. We're gonna walk you through it, guys. We got 30 minutes to go. We are going into overtime. Go ahead and call in right now. 515-605-9373. But if not, don't forget to check us out every Tuesday at 9 o'clock We have another show on another station. Just go to the Man Mindset for information. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and talk and go right into overtime real quick and just kind of sum this up. Remember what I told you about how to wash yourself, brush your teeth, and all that other stuff. The mouthwash, we got all that covered. What I want you guys to make sure you do, talk to the first woman that you see. When you're talking to these women, if you have the conversation classes, please use a few reliables, a few ethicals, and a few accessibles. Make sure you have a few of your different sales handy, and also a few different types of conversations that you can have, okay? Or if you have conversation courses, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure you do all that. Make sure if the opportunity presents themselves so you can shine, if you have the list, it should be 100 on your list. If you have the inner champ, you should already know that you want to stand out in front of everybody. If you have the opportunity to mess around and make out with her, make sure you have the Kissing 101 technique. Make sure you do a one make-out technique. You don't have to give it all to her, but give her an idea of what's going to happen. And if you don't, that's fine. If you get past that point and the night is over with and she sends you a text message, it's very important that you get into the text messaging. You have 1 through 5 hours of text messaging game that you can do to go ahead. Remember, this connects with Conversation Class 3 online game. So if you're up to 2 or you're at 3, the texting is going to connect with Conversation Class 3. Very important. How you talk to her is going to make or break you from either going over there tonight or later on. But eventually you will get over her house. And when you're over her house, make sure that you know how to kiss, make out, eat her pussy, and fuck. Very important things. Because if you're doing all this stuff that I'm showing you right, you're going to get that phone call. And what's going to come with that phone call is, let me take you out. Why? Because if you know me and what I've been teaching you, and we'll talk a little bit about this next week, is that I always let every woman know that everyone I'm messing around with, that I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. And they're like, well, then why did you come to the event? Well, I wanted to come to the event to meet women. Look, do you want me to be honest with your lie? You know, I'm not necessarily looking for a Valentine. I'm looking for someone to spend some time with, but I'm not looking for a Valentine because a Valentine to me is someone I know for a while and we just met. You see what I'm saying? But all that goes out the window as soon as you do a Kissing 101 technique, as soon as you do a make-out technique, a 5-play, or a fucking 101 technique. All that goes out the window. At that point, she just wants to be with you. And if Valentine's Day is when is Valentine's Day? Let me see. Because even if it's Saturday and you don't have time to spend with her, okay, Valentine's Day is on a Tuesday. So you have Saturday and Sunday, which is the 11th and the 12th, and the 11th and the 12th. What I recommend for you guys is that the women that you're not going to fuck or really spend Valentine's Day with, go to Walmart, get a loaf of bread, go feed the ducks. You don't want to spend much money. And I don't listen, guys. Look, guys, and this is going to sound crazy, me saying this, but I have to be honest with you. I do not want you guys to take advantage of a female that you ain't going to fuck. I know that sounds crazy, but I know for a lot of you guys, you're going to get, guys, it is going to be very weird and awkward. Listen, guys, we had the same conversation in October, and I told you guys, you're not going to be able to handle aggressive women because you're not used to them. And you're not used to women just walking up to you and looking sexy and fine, and they're talking to you, and they want to know what's going on. For a lot of you guys, you couldn't handle that. So I'm telling you right now that you've got to get this shit together because you're going to be dealing with a lot of aggressive women who are looking for a Valentine. They're looking for somebody, and if you do your gingerbread crumbs right and they follow you, then you will not have any problems whatsoever pulling these women. It's very, very important that you take your time and you realize the potential and power that you have. You have the power. You have the potential. The thing that you got to do is you got to not only believe in yourself, but believe that what you're doing is something that, you know what, nobody else can do. Most of these guys can't do it. And the thing is that as long as you are who you are, and as long as you stick to what you do, you're not going to have any problems with any women. I'm telling you right now. Your problem is really managing your women, okay? So, again, guys, if y'all have any questions or anything, send me an email. Go to themanmindset.com. Send me an email, send me a number, and if you want to talk, I'm here for you for a few minutes to get you a program started. But for you guys out there, listen to this. Go back, download this show. It's going to be on the website. It's going to be on YouTube. Listen to this. This is the weekend's coming up, man. So next week, what I'm going to do, you call me, tell me where you live. I will pull that shit up on Google and tell you where to go. I will send you out. That's how much I believe in the shit I'm saying. Okay? Now, before I go, if anyone has any questions, I'd like to ask the room real quick. If anybody in the room has a question, please press 1. But if not, make sure you go to themanmindset.com, guys. Another cool thing I want to mention, go to the free information. I've got a section called When She Comes Over. Now, guys, if you really want to be cool and dominant, I even show you how to make desserts, guys. Man, guys, nobody does what we do, dog. No one does it. Nobody does what we do. I'm even showing you how to make desserts for this woman before you spend the night. After you mess around, make love to her before. I got you covered. Each and every one of you, I got you covered. I got nothing but love for you guys, and I want you to be successful. This is the only week, Valentine's week. That weekend is your only opportunity where you start off at the high ground. These women are going to be needy and desperate, and they're going to want to get at you. And it is up to what you do. It's what you do is going to make you or break you. So one last time, I'll go around. Does anyone have any questions? Press 1, and I will bring you in the queue. But if not, guys, just remember, man, I've got you covered. Send me a message if you want to know anything. I got you. But next week, what we're going to do next week is that we're going to talk about the conversations that you need to have with these women about Valentine's Day. And all I need you to do is call me, tell me what area you're in. I'm going to look up some places for you so you can go spend that Valentine's Day. We'll be in the midst of it because it starts on Tuesday. Now, I have a Tuesday show, but really on Wednesday is where I'm really going to get into it. So it starts on Tuesday, guys. Next Tuesday, it jumps off. Not this Tuesday coming up. Next Tuesday, matter of fact, am I fucking off here? Let me see. Today is the 1st. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Next Tuesday. Next shit. Let me look at this again. Yeah, Tuesday coming up. Fuck. Dude, guys. Tuesday it jumps off. Not next Tuesday. Tuesday it jumps off. Tuesday the 7th to Tuesday the 14th is the Mecca of all Meccas. Okay, guys? So I have nothing but love for you guys. I'm glad y'all called in and listened. If you have any questions and you want to talk privately, get some coaching credits. If you want to know about a personal schedule or products that you can get or you need understanding, hit me up. Send me a number. We will chop that shit up. But like I say, guys, you know what? I'm just gonna end this shit with that first voicemail because this shit is so dope. If you want this in your life, guys, y'all know what to do.
Say thank you for letting me have a couple of days to actually think about what freaking happened the other night. Anyway, it was so funny how I had my whole mind made up on, like, when you leave your ass alone, I just felt like you was trouble. And it's so interesting how vibe is, because I was right, you know? I ain't gonna lie, I do have questions. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, you know, who taught you that? Like, are you a goddamn professional? So on a real note, like, that was amazing. It was totally, like, perfect. Like, if I were to vision what I want my man to be sexually, you would be that person, like, hands down. Am I mad at you? Hell yeah, because you know that you got those skills. So for you to do that to me, that was not nice at all. Because I was getting to know you in a whole different way, and it was cool too. Like, that other way was also nice, you know. So yeah, I don't know. You know, it makes me more curious about, like, who you are and what you're really about. I won't lie, you know. But again, I keep feeling that vibe of, like, how you gonna do me like that? That is not nice. So you definitely, at some point, will have to, like, give me that explanation, because I'm just real curious. But that's it. I'm not, you know, in any way meaning anything else. I think I'm okay. I'm staying away from you. I'm still going to stick to that one. But I definitely want to know. I'm like, dude, are you on TV? Like, do I need to look you?
There we go. We out this bitch, yo.